He stood barefoot, on ashes that used to be his home. No walls, no roof, just silence and smoke. No one came. No one knew. No one cared. At least, that's what he thought. But what happened over the next 7 days restored his faith in humanity and gave him something even a house couldn't offer: a family. Meet Walter Harris, a retired school janitor, 64 years old, lived alone in a wooden cottage on the edge of a quiet town. No wife, no children, just him, his memories, and his dog, Toby. Every morning, he'd walk to the bakery, nod politely, buy the same bread, and walk back. People knew him, but no one really knew him. Until the night everything changed. By morning, everything was gone. The walls collapsed. The roof caved in. Even Toby didn't make it. Walter survived, but barely. He sat on a bench outside his burned home, blackened with soot, a single suitcase beside him. He didn't ask for help. He didn't cry. He just. Saturday. Neighbors drove by slowly. Some looked. None stopped. At night, he slept behind the grocery store, curled under old blankets. The same man who once swept their school halls. But the fire hadn't just burned his home. It had burned his hope. On day 3, a woman named Linda, 43, saw him while dropping off her son at school. She recognized him instantly. "Mr. Harris, you used to give us extra chalk in 4th grade, when we broke ours." Walter smiled faintly. "You remember that?" She brought him coffee, then warm clothes. Then came her husband with a pair of shoes. By day 5, their kids made him cards that read, "You're not alone." Linda posted his story online. Within hours, a carpenter offered to rebuild his front steps. A retired nurse brought medication. A college student offered to set up a fundraiser. Donations came from people he'd never met. Messages poured in. "You were always kind to us. Let us return it. You helped my brother in school. Thank you. We see you now." The town that once drove by now stood still beside him. 2 months later, the house was rebuilt, brighter, warmer. But something else changed. People visited. Kids laughed in his new garden. Linda's family now called him Grandpa Walt. At Thanksgiving, his table wasn't empty anymore. He carved the turkey himself. His eyes filled, not with tears of loss, but with something he hadn't felt in years: belonging. He lost everything in a fire, but found everything that mattered. In strangers who became friends, and friends who became family. Sometimes, it takes losing everything to finally be seen. And sometimes, kindness doesn't knock. It walks right in and stays. If you've ever felt invisible, just know, one small act of kindness can light a fire in someone's heart, brighter than any flame that ever burned a house down. Like, share, and subscribe for more true stories that restore faith in humanity.